What's up, guys? It's your boy Tarek, and I'm back today with another video for you guys. If you guys are new to the channel, please be sure to hit the subscribe button with the notification bell on, so every time I upload a video, you guys are notified. Now, before I even get into any video, guys, I mashed up my stomach today, I decided, you know what? I didn't bring no food from home to work, so I brought a pizza at lunchtime. Stomach was mash up. Mash up. I don't know, man. But if I eat pizza from like Domino's or Pizza Hut or even Papa John's, like the actual like proper pizza places, it doesn't upset my stomach like that. But when you buy it from these cheapskate chicken shops and stuff like that, or kebab shops, yeah, you know what? I've learnt my lesson. You can't be buying... You can't be buying... Oh, you see, now the frame's changed. You can't be buying pizza from these type of shops. You don't know what they're doing. You don't know if they're washing their hands. There's so many things you don't know. But that's enough about my stomach and my pizza. Without further ado, let's get into the video. So, as you lot know, well, I always assume that people know, but not everybody knows. Let me just, for context, a boy was on a train and he witnessed a couple arguing. People are saying that you know what's so funny? People in the comments are saying that they're married, but people are saying the Shade Borough captioned it as girlfriend and boyfriend. So I don't know where people got married from. I don't know where people get their information from, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. But a couple, I'm just gonna say a couple, was seen arguing on the train. And the man was like quite aggressive towards the woman, like shouting at her. He didn't put hands on her. He wasn't like forceful in that way, but he was just loud and shouting. And the kid decided to be Superman and try to step into the situation, saying, you can't shout at her, man. You can't shout at her like that. You can't do that. You can't. And he was recording the whole thing. Now, we're going to get into it, and I'm going to basically give my points. I'm going to give my opinion about the situation, because you lot know how I feel already about people recording shit and doing things for attention and likes and views. I have a stance about that. So anyway, we're gonna get into it. I put here as my first bullet point, sometimes mind your business. It's not every day get involved in people's situations. And I agree. I saw some slick people in the comment section of that video, because what I like to do is when people post stuff like that, I like to look at the comments just to get a grasp of like where people's minds are at and what people are actually thinking. I find it quite funny how people are saying, oh, those that are saying mind your business beat women behind closed doors. That's false. It's not has your parents never taught you, like, sometimes look the other direction? Sometimes when you don't mind your business, you not minding your business can get you killed. You don't actually understand, like, when you don't mind the business that doesn't pay you, it can get you killed. You ain't watch them shows, you ain't watch them documentaries. When people are too in and always want to be involved and always looking, and mind your fucking business, bro. Like, I'm sorry. I see, me personally, when I'm on public transport, I've got my earpods in. And because the type of earpods I have, noise cancellation, so I'm not hearing anything around me when I'm on the train. Like sometimes when you're watching something and the train is loud and it can affect... I don't have that problem. That problem that some of you may have, I don't have it, because the earphones that I have is noise cancellation and it cancels out all that BS. So the fact that some of you be even thinking you can get involved in other people's drama is beyond me. Me personally, I don't even like being next to people on public transport, but I don't have a choice. I have to endure some people's bad odors. I have to endure some people's breath smelling. There's so many things I have to endure, and I just have to put up with it. And hey, it is what it is. But The fact that you think me, out of all people, I see a couple arguing, I'm going to bring myself from where I am in my comfortable good seat to get up and try and diffuse another couple situation where they can easily turn around to me and tell me, F off, this has nothing to do with you. Are you bugging for likes and views? Get the fuck out of here. I don't care what anybody says. The brother should have minded his business. He should have minded his business. And you lot could say what you're saying about, those that are saying mind your business, beat women. But think what you want to think in it. Think how you want to think, obviously. But you sometimes not minding your business can get you killed. That's all I'm saying. So long as I don't want to jump notes. I don't want to jump notes because you see, this is what I'm saying. Like, I get too into it and then I end up just like and then I would just end up basically skipping all my notes. So this is why I take the notes, because I have to take notes for my videos. Otherwise, I'll just go off on a tangent. I'll just go off on my own little kind of. No, I have to keep it structured. So the next point is, this is literally what I'm saying. Like, I would have skipped. I would have not skip, I would have gone on to my next point, but then I would have gone into my next point without me knowing I went on to my next point. If he was putting hands on her, then yes, of course, get involved. But if they are just arguing, then don't get involved. So like, if he was putting his hands on her, or he was getting physical with her, okay, at that point, yeah, get involved. Like, I will get involved. If I see a man attacking a woman like that, by all means necessary, couple, no couple, I don't care what you are. That could be your sister. I don't care. You might have to receive a box from me because you don't put your hand on a woman, innit? Like, as a man, you don't do that. You don't do that. But if they're just shouting to what... Sorry about that, guys. You know, the struggle of recording videos on an iPhone, especially when you don't have that much space on the phone as well. When you only have a certain amount of space, you have to keep deleting and it's long. And I'm not buying a camera. I actually refuse to buy a camera. The iPhone camera quality is actually quite good, so I don't see the point in buying a camera. So we're just going to have to make do with what we have. But like I was saying, to me, you're not a man if you have to proceed to put hands on a woman, especially. Yeah, I don't see you as a man. You are not a man if you have to do that. Especially if you're talking to women mad. Like, even shouting at a woman. Like, I've been raised not to, like, raise my voice at women. And I know people are going to say, but, women have to... I hear all that noise, but it's like a thing where, as a man, do I dare say what I'm about to say? Okay, statistically, men are the more dominant, like, species, innit? Us as humans, men are more dominant. They're seen as more boisterous. They're seen as more chest out, puff. I'm trying to use correct words here. And women are seen as more, like, you know, I ain't trying to get cancelled, innit? So I'm trying to be very careful with what I'm saying. But I'm saying, you lot reading between the lines with what I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is, that's why I could never see myself, never in a million years, no matter how angry, no matter how mad a woman can make me, I can never... go to put my hands on a woman. I can never do it. I could never, because then it's like I'm like see myself putting my hands on my mother, and to me that's sickening. Furthermore, if you genuinely, and this is where I am, this is a real thing that I really dislike. If you genuinely wanted to help the woman, why are you recording? Me per se, if I'm helping somebody, you wouldn't even know I've done it. Because I'm not recording shit like that. You wanted fame. You wanted likes. You wanted views. You wanted clicks. I hear it. Everything for clout nowadays. That's the motto for these youngsters. These youngsters, they want to come... Like, he thought he did his big one by doing that. But, like, I've read the comments. Half the people are telling you to mind your business. You actually thought you did your big one. Half the people are supporting you. I'll be real. Half the people are supporting you and saying you're a king, green flag, and all this type of thing. But then half the people are telling you to mind your own. And I'm one of those people that's telling you to mind your own, because really and truly, you had no right getting involved in other people's domestics. Because how do you know the brother didn't have a weapon on him? He could have done something to you. This is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes it's not every day get involved in people's business. Um, and also as well, I also put, if you genuinely meant to help the woman, you wouldn't have even reached for that. That wouldn't even cross your mind. You would have just ran up and be like, "Listen, bro, I don't. You shouldn't shout at her." But you knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. The man that is shouting at his girlfriend like that does not know how to treat women, and he hasn't been raised correctly. There's no way you've been raised the right way, or maybe you have been raised the right way, but you've lost your way growing up in the years. For you to think it's acceptable to raise your voice to a woman like that. But then again, I look at the demographic of the people that's arguing, and I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because they probably talk to their parents that way. I'm just saying it for how it is, man. Don't shoot the messenger in it. I'm just saying it for how it. I look at the not the pigmentation, the demographic that are arguing, the two people that are arguing. I'm looking, and I'm not surprised that they're arguing with each other like that. That's how they probably talk to their parents, because you know that demographic are known for swearing and cussing their parents with no repercussions. Not all of them, by the way. Not all of them, because I know some people from that demographic that will never disrespect their parents like that, or disrespect anybody like in authority like that. But some of them are a bit wild with it. So yeah, it seems to be a common thing. Another reason why I say sometimes don't get involved is because you never know what the other person could have or do, which is what I'm saying. How do you know the guy didn't have a weapon on him? You just never know. Like some people are crazy. This UK place, some people, like, mental health is real. Like, you don't know what people are going through or what they're thinking. Like, he could have spazzed out on you for even coming over. Like, just mind your own and mind your business, because you could have, God forbid, you could have lost your life over something that had nothing to do with you. My throat gets so dry. That's probably the Lord saying, Tarek, you're actually doing too much talking. But I could talk for Great Britain, you know. Maybe I should have been a politician. The country wouldn't be in the state it is now. Anyway. He is probably a coward because when real men address him, he crumbles. I'm talking about the guy that's shouting at a woman. Men like that, when they get addressed by men, like other men, that's got authority, and I don't want to say dominant. Dominant's not the right word. What's the right word? That basically stand on business and don't take shit from anybody. They crumble. They don't know what to say. When a real man approaches and a real man steps to them, they don't want it. They don't want it. Because all they do is good at speaking to women leftwards and speaking to women out of tune. I just can't believe people that will speak to women like that. Honestly, it's disgusting. People are saying, okay, so I told you I skipped, but I'm gonna go over it again. People that are saying that people are saying those that are saying mind your business will hit women behind closed doors. That may be true for some, actually. Sorry, guys, I just got a message. Those, oh my god. This is why I need to put my phone on do not disturb when I'm recording sometimes, because now I've lost my train of thought. Yes, that's say mind your business, those that hit women behind, that doesn't apply to all of us. I'm not in that equation. Sorry. I'm literally just telling the brother, mind business that's not paying you. Like I said, if you start putting hands on her, cool. Run in and be Superman then. But listen, you see people arguing, let them argue, yes. I see people arguing all the time. Not just on TFL, but in public, all shouting and screaming at each other. But I let them do their thing, man. Let them do their thing. Me personally, I know if I have a partner, I'm not arguing with him. I'm not arguing with him in public. I had to think because I did have an argument with my ex on holiday. But it wasn't like I just wasn't speaking. I'm the type of person, when I argue with somebody, I don't speak to them. I don't speak. Because if I speak, I'll really hurt your feelings. So it's like, it's a thing where it's like, you need to give me time to actually calm down and process what's happening. Because I will really hurt you. Because I'm like going, like, I'm vexed at the situation. And you need to give me time to actually calm down and process what's going on. If you don't give me that time, I really could hurt your feelings. And the thing is, words is not something you can take back. So it's like, you leave me alone. So yeah, I'm a person, if we get in an argument, I'm just gonna be quiet around you, because if I open my mouth, and say what's really on my mind, you'll look at me differently. I'm laughing because what if the woman turned around and said to the guy, just mind your own. That's what I would. You wouldn't have seen that video. We wouldn't have known that happened. We wouldn't have known that happened, guys. Guys, I promise you, if that woman turned around and said that to him, we wouldn't have known. Sorry, we wouldn't have known that would have happened. He wouldn't have gone viral. We wouldn't have known this guy's name. We wouldn't have known he even existed. None of that. We wouldn't have known that happened, I promise you. People are saying that the guy needs to stay out of it, as she is willingly staying with the man. And it's facts. Because all I know is my future partner is not going to be shouting at me like that. I know that for a fact. My future partner is not going to be shouting and screaming down the place for me. Especially in public. Oh my lord. You do that to me in public, I'm leaving you. No. You're not. Sorry. You lot might say, oh, but it's a relationship. Like, there's ups and downs. No, there's ups and downs, and then there's just plain out disrespect. And I'm sorry. I do not tolerate disrespect. So it's a thing where, if we get in a disagreement, that's fine. That's normal. We're human. We both have emotions. We both sometimes may think we're right in a situation, or we both sometimes may think we're wrong. But what you're not going to do is you're not going to try and embarrass me in public and try come on this, oh, I'm shouting. Because I'm sorry, when people shout at me, I don't listen to them. That's another thing with me. And that's what winds people up even more. If you shout at me, I'm not listening. I promise you, I'll just sit there and act like you're not talking. Because I'll really be thinking, who are you shouting at? The last time I got shouted at was when I was what? When I was 16, I'll be real. That's the last time I've actually been shouted at. You're not about to come and shout at me. The last time I got shouted at was when I was 16. Actually, I tell her like 18 by my mother. But that's the only, like, my mother and my father are the only, my dad's never shouted at me. So that's out the window. So my mother, that's the only woman that can actually raise her voice for me. Other than that, no one can raise their voice for me, you know. I won't listen to you. Even sometimes when my mom is shouting, I tell her, I say, Mom, when you shout, I'm not going to listen, you know. Sorry, I have a thing where I'm 25, don't shout at me. It'll go in this ear and go out this ear. Talk to me at a level. I don't listen to people when they shout. Sorry, why are you shouting at me for? Even in school, like, well, who are you shouting at? Am I supposed to be scared of you shouting? Because you can't put your hands on me, so that's why you're shouting. Go shout for Jeffrey. Don't come and shout for me. But anyway, guys, that's the end of this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the thumbs up, comment, leave your thoughts. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you think the guy should have minded his business that wasn't paying him? Or do you think he should have got involved and helped out the lady? Tell me what you think. And also subscribe if you're new with the notification bell. Anyway, it's been your boy Tarek, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Ciao.